Welcome to the BPM 360 podcast. I'm Russell.
And I'm Casper. And together we will help you navigate the treacherous waters of the BPM adoption journey. I hope you enjoy the podcast. Russell, my friend, how are you doing in Frankfurt today?
I'm fine. Actually, it's already started drying up. It's not raining outside. It's lunch break. The place is packed. I'm down on the first level now, so there's 2 levels up high. I'll just go around, show the camera. So this is in the Congress. Yeah, so everybody's up there having their lunch, digging in after all the. Well, I've already eaten. I left a bit early. Got the stuff. You know what it's like. It's always very important. If you don't want to land up in a queue, leave the session just 5 minutes early to the end, then dig into the buffet.
Oh yeah, you're a pro on conferences. I know. These are the little tips and tricks.
Total pro, yeah, on that.
Now, very good. Now, tell me, how was it?
It's today. It's been great. So we had there's an extensive keynote this morning with people from Nestlé, McKinsey, and Mercedes, talking about their transformation journey. Most impressive there, I thought, Nestlé, that have been applying this new technology that SAP has acquired, this WalkMe, and the sheer numbers of people they are helping, supporting, hands-on is quite astonishing. And she had one example. They said that with ChatGPT it came up. Everybody was in the systems and the browsers throughout the network. They were, typing in ChatGPT, and the security and compliance officers were going crazy. And so what do we do? Shut it down, but that would then suppress innovation. So you want people to be innovative, but they also had their own ChatGPT like derivative, like private environment, Nestlé GPT. So with this technology, as soon as anybody in the organization started typing in ChatGPT over the browser, this pop-up appears, which is based on the technology, and started guiding them through and asking them, we really appreciate what you want to do, however, for certain compliance reasons, it's important that you do it in a proper manner, and we do recommend you use our internal GPT engine, and then took them to the site. And they have all the transparency about the adoption, how many people were then asking for ChatGPT, how many people were using the Nestlé GPT. And I thought, okay, for big companies where you want to softly nudge people into different behavior, and they have applications that they're using it to guide people through how to use Ariba properly, and et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of different applications. And at first, when I heard from it yesterday, I thought, another technology. They're talking about people, but then they're talking technology. The cases she brought up, I thought that was cool. So on a digital transformation, taking people along in a much, let's say, softer manner, on nudging them there, I liked it. I bought it. Yeah, so that was good. Then I had 2 other, and it became a bit complicated because there's a lot of parallel sessions. All the big names are here: Deloitte, EY, KPMG, Accenture. I listened to Deloitte on their model company, and I thought it was very cool. They've invested 2 years in building up a model company in Signavio to go into the transformation projects. And I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and model companies, even it's nothing seriously new. But I did take it that as a takeaway. They've had, Deloitte has done this many years ago, even with Aris so long ago. There's always been tendencies to say, yeah, we need to do this. But the way they've done it, I would say, okay, they've revamped the program and they're taking it to the next level because it seems to be more a common methodology they're trying to make all the company utilize. And it's more integrated in the whole SAP stack, which was always used to be a bit of something by the side. What I loved about the presentation was that the guy had screenshots of Minecraft, from different scenes of Minecraft, to take him through the red line of the story. So awesome. I was going, wow, I like it. I could copy that idea. I don't know if it was his son actually did the screenshots. Of it's like disruption, and then he showed these different scenes from Minecraft in the background. It really made sense. It was highly entertaining, and it really fit to the story. Innovation-wise, I thought that was a real takeaway, especially because he said at the bottom line, when you're doing your transformation, you need building blocks. You need building blocks to build up your repository, your transformation. Our model company provides a set of building blocks already predefined that you can use. So, dig into that. Then I had to choose, and that was becoming a bit of a... So I wanted to choose between KPMG and Accenture. I chose Accenture. Frankly speaking, I was a bit disappointed. High-profile people there, everything they said makes sense, but it was very abstract. Yeah, so they're talking transformation, they're talking about reinvention, about success factors, but on a super high level, no real tangible, nothing tangible to see. Okay, that's what they're providing, that's what we're doing. It was like a deep dive session on let's talk about it. And so, what I like to see things. The Deloitte thing, he showed models, he showed the use cases, how they use a model company for UATs. It's like all the stuff I do and believe in. And I thought, okay, like it, bye. Accenture, frankly speaking, I'm going to get fired or whatever, or shot down or something like that. But frankly speaking, it was nice, a nice chat, but nothing really digging in that wasn't very generic.
Yeah, it's one of these that you would forget quite easily, probably.
Yes, exactly, and especially as we are on a tool summit ultimately, and an SAP summit, it's always nice to see people dig in and dive into it. Yeah, so that's let's say my takeaway. So I have to choose wisely for the afternoon sessions. Again, there's a lot of parallel sessions on how I would say the big system integrators want to dig into this business transformation topic. I think that's what the whole summary of the day is. It's very much around how now this new philosophy at SAP on transformation, on the idea of going into the cloud, getting in regular upgrades, and supporting the organization in constantly reinventing itself. And deploying these new capabilities that are published and released every half a year. So how to take up speed throughout a global organization, and what are the methods and means and tools to do that? That's what I think this whole thing is about.
Then I have a little assignment for you then. Since you're sitting there listening to the things, what I'm always wondering, Russell, and that's the feeling I always have when we talk about SAP, and not just now, but already from years ago, is that SAP is primarily interested in the things that run on SAP, and I'm going to be a bit blunt here, and they ignore everything else. Would you do me a favor and just in the back of your mind, listen to these talks and try to figure out, is it really just the scope of what SAP can deliver? Or do they also support from a transformation point of view the things that typically do not run in SAP? Because ultimately a transformation is going wider than just the processes that you might support with an ERP system, because there are a zillion other systems that you need to think about as well. So that's my ask to you is when you do the rest of the program, and I'm sure that we're going to put in another short after this one, maybe tonight or tomorrow, think about this to see if that scope, I call it scope anxiety from SAP, if that's still there, or that they also ventured out a little bit more outside of their normal bound.
Yeah. So this question was asked yesterday also to Andre Christian, the LeanIX founder, and he said 70% of the research and development cost that they're investing is in a let's say tool agnostic approach in the LeanIX. And especially if you're thinking about LeanIX from an application portfolio management, just managing SAP applications, you wouldn't need LeanIX so much. You could just read out the BTP. So, but of course, ultimately they want to then say, okay, let's start with 1,000 applications and reduce them to one provider, SAP. So SAP definitely will still have that in mind. Let's say look at Deloitte with the model company. I was asked by somebody from Merck, he said, yeah, but why do I need a model company if I get all the best practices from SAP? I said, but here I guess that the model company looks beyond the pure solution processes of SAP. I think the system integrators are more down to earth on the reality of what is the business process scope, what applications are there that need to be integrated and implemented. So there is that other side to it, that the partners are more to the real life customer base of what has to be done. Just as the Nestlé showcase, of course, a lot of stuff was implemented outside of the SAP scope. So CRM systems and LIMS systems and whatever portals they have here. But ultimately, I think that's why the question was raised. A lot of people, especially knowing LeanIX from the past, but to a certain extent also Signavio, is how much are we being boxed in? On the Signavio side, I would say with the approach around how they're going about insights, how the process intelligence is tapping into insights, which is very, very clearly said SAP. Yeah, it's a plug-in to SAP into your core system, SAP. And if you're looking at any of the use cases outside of that, theoretically they're possible, I guess. But from all innovations going into the capabilities of the Signavio, I think they really are much more SAP minded than for example LeanIX in that case. Yeah. But I'll keep it in mind. I'll take it with me and see how this meanders out, and then keep it posted.
And enjoy the rest of the afternoon, Russell. Maybe we'll talk again later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. And then I'm curious to find out what more you found out on this event.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
Speak to them. Bye.
Bye-bye.